We run a weekly stroke survivors group, and it started really with the vision of one person. Colin Stevenson came, and he came with a friend to UK online sessions on a weekly basis for free lessons. And he thought it would just help him with his fine motor skills, you know, or just getting his brain functioning a little bit quicker and that sort of thing, and memory. And he saw the potential then to help other people.
Well, funny enough, it started here. In fact, this very table we're sitting at now, I'd come to, with reluctance I must say at the very beginning, to learn computers. I'd been involved with stroke survivors and how we could help people with stroke, you know, to carry on. We didn't know where it would take us, didn't know if there'd be any end results or whatever. But from a very small beginning, we knew that something was happening here.
So we started off with Colin, one stroke survivor, and started a group up so that other people could come and see if it could help them. We got no idea the impact or how it could help them, other than just learn a few skills on a computer. But it's turned into much more than that. We've got over 20 people who come on a regular basis and more coming all the time. And the social side of it's become a really big part for some people because they tend to become isolated. You know, they don't mix very well. They tend to be on their own a lot.
In a way, they became, for us, tutors to others. So we call it like a peer support. And from that point, if you like, things began to grow. We noticed that people were helping each other. Not only did they help each other, but it's also a wonderful comradeship. I suppose because we all had the same problem, and in this way it was developing in a much bigger thing than we ever thought.
I teach people to learn the computer, yeah, and chat.
I mean, if I take a case of Liam here, a wizard with computers, but could not bring this information out. For his part, he had a lovely saying when we won an award. He come up with a beautiful thing. He said, before I come here, I felt a fool because he couldn't tell a joke, he couldn't speak other than swearing or whatever. He couldn't get this stuff out. But being here for a year, he now feels that, all right, still feels a bit of a fool, but not so much of a fool. And to me, that was the big tick. And now he's teaching. And his actual speech is actually far better now than it ever was.
Well, I've made friends that I wouldn't otherwise have made because I would never have known them. And people have been very kind. You don't make friends with everybody, but you find yourself drawn to some more than others. And I've been very grateful for the contacts I've made because I knew nobody here except my daughter. I can't say that I've improved very much in using a computer because people in my age group don't have computers.
I mean, if you said to me, have we been successful in teaching the internet or whatever? No, not really. But it's gone bigger than that. It's give self-esteem. It's give confidence. Biggest thing is hope. And I think for most of us that's very important.
Yeah, it is a social thing more than anything else because we all help each other. Yeah.
Colin won an individual award through NIACE, which we entered him for because he'd become a volunteer and we wanted to shout about what he'd done for everybody else as well. And following that, the group went on to win a Technology for Good award. We've got a gentleman who came with us to the Technology for Good Awards in London to receive the award. And just by going on that one train journey to London gave him the confidence and the understanding of how to get on a train and you know, travel on public transport. And now he takes his cycle to local cycle routes up and down Devon and Cornwall, and it's just given him a new lease of life. So the impact really is not about computers. It's about their individual hope, aspiration, self-esteem, confidence, and it's been great to see all that come into fruition.
We have another one who has great difficulties in talking, and yet we put him on Skype and he's been able to talk for 55 minutes to somebody who's sitting behind him, and yet he's talking to the screen. So, you know, this is, what can I say? It's just been an extraordinary journey, and I think if it wasn't for the gift of the libraries, I wouldn't be sitting here now talking to you, and all these people wouldn't have had the gifts that they've had in going forward in their lives. And to me that picks wonderful big ticks and boxes and everything else you like.
To the stroke survivors, cheers. Cheers.